Welcome to Mystic Musings with Tobie Hewitt. I'm Tobie Hewitt, and I'm your guide through time and space and all points in between. Mystic Musings will give you insight into who you are, why you are here, how to live an authentic life, and where you fit into the universe around you. Join me on this path of mystical exploration. Welcome to episode 52 of Mystic Musings with Tobie Hewitt. This week, we will look back and plan forward as we continue our mystic journey. I can't believe it has been 52 weeks since I started this podcast. It has been an interesting year, filled with great joys and great sorrows. But it has also been interesting and inspiring and challenging, and everything that goes into living life on this planet in this illusion of time and space. It is hard at times to remember we are experiencing this life through the perception that it is real and that it is forever, and that we have to choose to embrace or overcome fear in order to accommodate the shifting challenges we are experiencing. The worst of it has brought out the best in us. We have become more united in causes that are important for growth on all levels: physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. We are practicing our oneness more genuinely as we seek to overcome the constant onslaught of aberrant behaviors and actions we face. We are discovering that in many ways we are, as united spirits, having a physical experience greater and more powerful than those who seek to turn the world upside down and inside out for their own avaricious purposes. As we celebrate our oneness, we can continue to invite those who wish to do harm to change their minds and their paths to seek the best for everyone. In this 52 weeks, I have shared information on everything from the larger ideas of spiritual growth to the practices involving crystals and healing, nature and creation, synchronicity and spirit guides, living in the light and overcoming darkness. I hope I have inspired you to seek a larger spiritual experience for yourself and for those around you. And I am eternally grateful for the inspiration and guidance I have received from my spirit guides, Roger and Nakoma, and from other spirits, teachers, and masters who have graciously helped with this endeavor of sharing our mystic musings. Going forward, we decided that in order for me to continue this podcast while also further pursuing my writing and presentation work, I will base these podcast episodes on a different level of psychic awareness and intent. I will be giving messages based on connections to the other side and focusing on the ideas, concepts, and suggestions for actions that they provide, rather than often relying on my choice of topic as a starting point for each episode. For this last week of this year of Mystic Musings, Spirit has decided to discuss the combined topic of integration and adventure. Integration is the act of uniting people from different races and backgrounds, bringing them together to foster a more civilized and humane paradigm from which to experience our lives. This is accomplished through increasing the flow of love energies into the space that is this planet, and allowing all who wish to sit at the same table a seat in which they can rest and from which they can share their unique perspective. The adventure in this is to widen our hearts in order to embrace the unknown and sometimes vastly different into a synergistic society, one that embraces all people until we are creating and acknowledging the oneness that truly is our birthright. This adventure in integration has its hazards, as those who wish to keep us separate continue to foster distrust and inequalities. But our spirits are strong, and we are supported by a loving and compassionate creative spirit who created this space for lessons, and through whom, we constantly need to remember, we were created in and through the energy of love. This new manner of bringing these episodes together will primarily occur through receiving messages from those on the spirit plane, but in addition, as spirits listening to these episodes, I propose that you help me to create a version of Stone Soup, wherein everyone brings something to put into the pot in order to create a nutritious meal. In this case, an inspirational feast that will nurture and sustain us all as we continue to explore this path of mystic musings. I invite everyone to ask questions, propose topics, and share wonderings so that Spirit and I can use our best abilities to help provide inspiration and answers as we continue our mystic journey. Please leave questions on the comment page at tobiehewitt.com. Blessings to you, and thanks for listening. Next week, please join me as we start the next 52 weeks of our mystic journey. Namaste. Thanks for listening to this episode of Mystic Musings. Please join me every week to continue our exploration of all things mystical that can help you have a more practical and magical life. Please visit my website, tobiehewitt.com, for more information and to read my blog postings. And join me also at pathwaystomindfulness.org to learn how you can schedule a presentation. I am available for mindfulness training, demonstrations of psychic abilities, and individual readings. I also have a number of books on mystical topics on Amazon.com. I look forward to hearing from you and answering your questions. Please contact me through tobiehewitt.com.